When I was 15 years old, I believed my family was perfect. My father, Michael, was the kind of man everyone respected. He worked hard, provided for us, and always seemed to know exactly what to say. My mother, Sarah, loved him with all her heart. And me, I admired him. If someone had told me that my father was living a lie, I would have laughed in their face. But one Saturday afternoon, everything changed. I discovered a secret that would destroy my family forever, and I was the one who had to carry that secret. Our house was never luxurious, but it felt safe. Every evening, my mother cooked dinner while my father talked about work. We laughed, watched movies together, and celebrated birthdays. To me, this was what happiness looked like. At least, that's what I thought. Over the following months, small things began to change. Dad started coming home later. His business trips became more frequent. Sometimes he would leave the room to answer phone calls. When Mom asked questions, he always had explanations, and she believed him, because that's what trust does. It blinds you. One evening, I walked into the kitchen and found my mother standing alone by the sink. She looked worried. When she noticed me, she smiled immediately, but I had already seen the sadness in her eyes. "Everything okay?" I asked. "Of course," she replied, but something in her voice felt different. For the first time, I wondered if she was hiding her fears from me. A few weeks later, I went to the mall with friends. After a couple of hours, they left, but I decided to stay behind. As I walked through a nearby shopping district, I noticed someone familiar, my father. At first, I smiled. Then I froze. He wasn't alone. A woman was standing beside him, a beautiful woman. They were holding hands, not like friends, not like coworkers, like people in love. My heart stopped. I quickly stepped behind a parked car and watched as they laughed together. Then he kissed her. In that moment, my world shattered. I couldn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw them together. My mother sat downstairs watching television, completely unaware. I wanted to tell her. I wanted to scream. Instead, I stayed silent. Maybe there was an explanation. Maybe I misunderstood. But deep down, I already knew the truth. Over the next few weeks, I paid attention. Whenever Dad claimed he was working late, he wasn't. Whenever he said he was traveling for business, he was lying. I saw him with her again and again. The evidence became impossible to ignore. The affair was real, and it had probably been going on for months, maybe even years. Every lie felt like a knife twisting deeper into our family. One evening, I couldn't take it anymore. Dad was sitting in his office when I walked in and closed the door behind me. "I know," I said. His face immediately changed. "What are you talking about?" he asked. "I saw you." Silence filled the room. His eyes widened with panic. For several seconds, neither of us spoke. Then he lowered his head. He knew. I knew. The truth was finally in the room. My father begged me not to tell my mother. He promised he would end the affair. He promised he would fix everything. He promised a lot of things. But all I could think about was my mother, the woman who trusted him completely, the woman he was betraying every single day. I left the room feeling more disappointed than angry. The man I had admired my entire life suddenly felt like a stranger.
For a week, I carried the secret alone. Every time my mother smiled at my father, my stomach twisted. Every family dinner felt fake. Every laugh sounded forced. One night, my mother found me sitting alone in the living room. Tears were running down my face. She sat beside me and gently asked, "What's wrong?" I couldn't hold it in anymore. The words poured out, every detail, every lie, every betrayal. As she listened, the color disappeared from her face. At first, she looked confused, then devastated, then completely broken. I had never seen my mother cry like that before. The next evening, she confronted my father. She demanded the truth. This time, he couldn't hide behind excuses. He confessed everything: the affair, the lies, the secret relationship. 22 years of marriage collapsed in a single night. Their voices echoed through the house for hours. My mother cried, my father apologized. But some damage can't be repaired with apologies. The weeks that followed were the worst of my life. The house became quiet. My parents barely spoke. The warmth that once filled our home disappeared. A month later, Dad packed his belongings into boxes and loaded them into his car. I stood on the porch and watched him leave. The same driveway where he had taught me how to ride a bicycle. The same house where we had celebrated birthdays and holidays.
Now it felt empty and broken. The divorce was finalized a year later. My mother tried to stay strong, but some nights I could hear her crying through the bedroom wall. Not because she missed him, but because she missed the life she thought she had. She missed the future she had imagined. She missed the trust she had given him. Watching her suffer hurt more than discovering the affair itself. 3 years passed. Dad's relationship with the other woman didn't last. The woman he had risked everything for eventually left him. Meanwhile, Mom slowly rebuilt her life. She found new friends, new routines, and a new sense of independence. She smiled again, but not the way she used to. There was always a sadness hidden behind it. As for me, I grew up faster than most teenagers. The experience changed how I viewed love, trust, and family. Today, I am 23 years old. People often ask me what hurt most. Was it seeing my father with another woman? Was it watching my parents divorce? Was it losing the family I once knew? The answer is simpler than that. What hurt most was realizing that the people we love are capable of breaking our hearts. My father didn't just betray my mother, he betrayed all of us. And although life moved forward, our family never became whole again. Some endings aren't happy, some wounds don't disappear, and some choices change lives forever. The day I saw my father with another woman was the day my childhood ended.